Fox Chicago's Tisha Lewis has the story.
Red, white, blue, and the best of the American and holiday spirit filled LaGrange Saturday morning. An overwhelming hero's homecoming for Marine Joshua Mischowitz. Between posters and yellow ribbons symbolizing support, hundreds lined the streets to welcome home the 23-year-old who lost both legs while serving in Afghanistan.
It's just absolutely amazing. I mean, the people that put this together and all the people that showed up, it was just truly awesome to see, and I'm surrounded by great people, and they definitely demonstrated that today more than I could have imagined.
This has been a grand gesture, is all I can say. You know, all the kids who come home from Afghanistan get that beautiful welcome home when the families come and stand on the parade deck, and here I felt like he had a hero's welcome, that the whole community just stood behind him.
Mischowitz's trip home for the holidays was a pleasant surprise and a much-needed reprieve.
I was in Afghanistan in end of March, and then I got injured July 20th, and then since then I've been at Bethesda, or now Walter Reed Medical Hospital, and doing my rehab. And it's been a long road. It's been about 5 months, and it's been tough.
But the handprint-designed American flag from students makes the journey easier. Those same children at Ogden Avenue School across the street decorated Welcome Home Josh signs. From students to neighbors to complete strangers to nearby businesses, this community's support gave this family strength.
Well, I work for LaBelle Gourmet in LaGrange, downtown LaGrange, and we just heard about the soldier, Lance Corporal, and we decided to just bring him some food as a thank you for the family.
Mischowitz is happy to be home, but reminds everyone.
The war in Afghanistan is still a big deal, and there's still a lot of guys getting killed and getting injured, just like me. So there's still a war going on, so it's tough. But I'm glad the Iraq war is over.
I have the best Merry Christmas here, and just keep all the servicemen in your hearts, because this is a battle that these kids are fighting every day to just stay in the game, and they're doing it. And we just have to honor all of these men and women who serve for our country. And I feel today that we were blessed with that.
Tisha Lewis, Fox Chicago News.
A police helicopter flew over the neighborhood for several hours while investigators look for evidence inside the Indian Head Park house where 14-year-old Kelly O'Laughlin was attacked. Police say she came home from school Thursday and interrupted a burglary. They believe the burglar stabbed her with a kitchen knife, which police recovered. A neighbor saw a man walking near the house that day and described him to police. This sketch is hanging on storefronts all over town. Area residents say they are locking their doors, setting house alarms, and feeling very uneasy.
It's really scary, and, you know, it just seems, I can't believe somebody, you know, killed her. You know, why didn't they just leave?
This is a great neighborhood, and it's very private, so just something like that is not expected.
I mean, it's just scary to think it could be anyone. They could come in, and we have a younger sister, so you think of that.
Police say they are holding a suspect for past burglaries, but he's not connected to the murder. But the entire community is hurting from this crime, and the reward for information is growing.
Everybody is touched by this. Everybody. It's just this young girl. There's no reason for her to have died.
And the police chief says the reward money starts.
Juan Rivera's family rejoicing this Saturday after learning his rape and murder conviction has been overturned. They're outraged at prosecutors.
It was sad and happy at the same time, because you cannot get those 20 years back. They needed somebody, and he was young, Hispanic, and they said, well, we got this guy, we'll get him.
Rivera was convicted 3 separate times for the 1992 stabbing of 11-year-old Holly Staker of Waukegan. Now, nearly 2 decades later, the 2nd District Illinois Appellate Court has reversed Rivera's conviction, citing DNA evidence. The woman responsible for the legal about-face? Rivera's wife, who married him while he was in jail. She said her love motivated her to seek justice.
I was doing volunteer work at the adult probation in Lake County, helping prepare pre-sentence reports, and going to school pre-law, you know. I wanted to be a state's attorney. became disillusioned with it once I became aware of the case and the facts, and helped him get the help that he needed to solve, come home.
Melissa Sanders Rivera connected her jailed husband with Northwestern University's Center on Wrongful Convictions. Its executive director, Rob Warden, led the legal team who represented Rivera on appeal.
He is fully exonerated at this moment. Now, the state prosecution can still appeal. They might be able to take it to the Illinois Supreme Court, but I would hope with the strength of this unanimous decision, which is very rare that a court issues a unanimous decision like this based on sufficiency of the evidence, that they will give it up at this point.
We hope that Mr. Waller will show some leadership at this point and realize that it's time to stop pursuing Juan Rivera and to turn toward pursuing the person whose DNA profile we now have, who's the real killer in this case.
On a Saturday night, Holly Staker's twin sister Heather showed us this tattoo memorializing her beloved sister. She said the court's reversal has left her in disbelief.
Shocked. I'm afraid that he's safer in there than he's going to be in the street.
So you all believe that he did this?
100%.
Cook County Sheriff's Police Lieutenant Kelly Morozak spent 11 years investigating narcotics and sex crimes until she was charged with a sex crime herself. Morozak's neighbors told police that at 4 in the afternoon, the 38-year-old woman was having sex with a 22-year-old man in her backyard hot tub, and that from here in a computer room right next door, a 14-year-old boy was watching. Morozak was charged with public indecency. Sheriff's Department rules don't let her discuss the case, but now on the eve of her trial, her parents are saying the charges are false and have taken a toll.
She has a exemplary work record, evaluation after evaluation, promotion after promotion. And as I said, I believe that this is fueled mainly by a neighbor dispute.
Morozak's parents claim her neighbors are retaliating for her many complaints to police about where the neighbors park their cars.
I think they're hallucinating next door. I think they're exaggerating. I know my daughter, and I don't believe she would do that.
Prosecutors advised those complaining neighbors not to talk to us because of the upcoming trial. But another neighbor finds the allegations hard to believe.
Honestly, I don't see how Kelly could have done any of the things that she was accused of. I've never known her to be like that.
According to police reports, the mother of the 14-year-old boy told police that from her driveway, she could see Morozak straddling the male individual who was in the hot tub with her. The mother then went inside, where at one point, she and her son were standing in the window watching. Morozak's parents say the hot tub was shielded from public view, and there was no sex.
Kelly's a very good girl, and she was in a hot tub, and that's not a crime.
Her position is that she did not have sex in the hot tub?
That's correct.
Morozak's attorney, Marty Dolan, says that because of the allegations, Morozak's been reassigned to desk duties and eventually could lose her job. She's been dubbed Lieutenant Hot Tub by a Tribune columnist. And neighbors wonder whether she almost got a pass because her brother-in-law is director of operations for the Cook County Sheriff. Dolan says she's seen anything but favoritism.
And the bottom line is she's lost her dignity. Nobody respects her. Nobody talks to her. She's, basically alone dealing with this. And now she's forced to address false accusations, ridicule in the press.
The neighbors claim Morozak and her friend were both naked. Morozak's mother says she can live with that. Sex, though, might be another matter.
If you want to be in your hot tub and you want to be in your hot tub without a bathing suit on and you're discreet about it and there's nobody else around, that's totally fine. As far as having sex in a hot tub out in the backyard, I would have a tendency to say no, I wouldn't, that would be off.
But you're sure that didn't happen here?
I am sure that didn't happen here.
If convicted, Lieutenant Morozak faces penalties ranging from probation to a full year in jail and fines of up to $2,500. Her trial begins tomorrow morning. In Joliet, Larry Yellen, Fox News, Chicago.